You're
being
gonna
like,
you're
"What's up,
you're
y'all?" Episode 5. Say all
yeah.
of our names. Just do your own thing. Those are like the only things you got to do. Episode 5. Say our names.
I don't want to do that.
Everybody, I'm calling a meeting. Team meeting. Team meeting. Hey, everybody, team meeting on the roof.
I want to hear some good ideas, guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 5 of Team Meeting. You will all be happy to see that we have Bubble back with us on this next episode, as also having Yugen and, of course, Teagly, the Teagulator, and myself, Zergo. I do not mean to put Teagly, T, out of, commission, but we got a gallon of sweet tea for today's team meeting, and we gonna be sipping on it, and we gonna be drinking on it, and we're gonna put Teagly to shame on it.
Oh, snap.
I have a bottle of Adderall.
Y'all ain't even on stuff when you got root beer.
I got more bottles of Adderall.
Oh my god!
Oh, everybody, he has very, 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 very bad Down syndrome, so he needs to take Adderall to help it. But I kind of want to talk to Bubble about, as everybody will know as we get into this, he's in Korea right now. He's in a big Korea.
The Korea later.
And he's out there. So I kind of want to know how your gaming experience is going being out there, and like what you bring with you and what games you're playing.
So all I could bring with me, because it's a deployment, obviously, the only game I was able to bring with me was my Xbox, but I am in the works of getting a new PC built because, like, out here, believe it or not, Korea, it's super cheap for fucking PC parts to build it. I've already been to a store, and, like, compared to the US, I can, for about $2,500, I'm gonna build, like, a $5,000 gaming PC in the US. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, how's RAM out there?
It's still expensive, but it's not too expensive. Like I'm planning to get the store I went to. I'm gonna get about 64 gigs of RAM for the new PC for about $500.
Yeah, that is way better than buying it here. It's RAM is so expensive now.
But it also depends on where you go. Like obviously everywhere out here, like any military base outside of it, like right outside of it, it's gonna be expensive because they know.
It's the same as America. They're trying.
It's because like our paycheck is a lot more than what most people out here make in like 2 months.
Yep.
And so they want to overcharge. So I went to actually Seoul, like the big city.
Okay. So what games have you been kind of hopping on in your? What have you been there for a week now? About a week.
Yeah, about a week now.
Yeah. What
games
today
today marks a week exactly.
That's good. What you been hopping on? What you been doing?
I've been playing Battlefield 6, and I've been playing a bit of Minecraft because, Minecraft is pretty chill. But recently, I'm actually gonna play it later. I just got High on Life 2. It came out, dropped on.
I want to get that too. The first game was so good.
Yeah, I plan to play it today. High on Life 2 just dropped, so I'm gonna be playing that today after this probably.
That is a good game. High on Life is definitely something that
I've never played it, but I saw all the clips from the first one. I saw the second one came out. I was like, I gotta play that. It looks so fun.
I'd say before you play the second one, definitely play the first one. But no, High on Life is so fun. Like I know you've probably seen stuff on it. The guns talk to you and kind of guide your decisions.
Does it have to do with Rick and Morty?
It's made by the same people. Yeah. It's basically a Rick and Morty video game, but without Rick and Morty.
It's kind of like, that show that we were watching when I was down at your place with the aliens? Solar Opposites. It kind of gives me more of a Solar Opposites type of vibe.
Which is also made by the creators of Rick and Morty.
No, I know, but I'm saying that Solar Opposites, it's more like that than Rick and Morty.
Zergo and I were talking earlier about Subnautica.
Yep, which I've talked with Yugen a good amount too, because I know him and me are both very into it.
I can tell you how lit about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Well, what we're talking about with it is wanting to get the gang together for when Subnautica 2 drops, which release now, it still is just early 2026. So we don't have a specific drop on it, but when it does drop, we want to get everybody together, at least how many players we can get in there. I don't know what multiplayer looks like for how many you can get in there.
Subnautica 2 is an underwater survival adventure game set on an all-new alien ocean world. It's the next chapter in the Subnautica universe developed by Unknown Worlds. It says diving together in multiplayer. So it pretty much just says that you can continue to speculate and discuss everything shown in the video on our official Discord server, which I would assume is this video right here, diving together in multiplayer. So let's watch this and let's speculate.
Players really latched onto isolation, and that became so essential to Subnautica.
I've only
now
seen
with
at least
Subnautica
one other
2, with
player.
a fresh start, new engine, we thought to ourselves, like, okay, this is the moment where we can still make a game that can deliver on isolation for people that want
That's
that.
true. That's
three,
that's at
three.
least three.
One of the
At
most
least three.
requested features of Subnautica is multiplayer.
When you want to build
I feel like it's gonna be
truly
4-player.
immersive, good
It seems like
multiplayer
it.
experience.
There's no game
for
with
the
like a
players
3-player.
is to
That's
build it from the
odd.
ground up. Our very first internal
One,
demos that we
two.
did after a
Okay.
few weeks of development were multiplayer, and every single feature
Show
that
me
we made
4.
since then has been multiplayer capable.
And the important distinction there is that any part of the game isn't going to require cooperative play. But if I want to come along and bring a friend, they can totally participate with me in every moment along the way.
Oh my
We
gosh.
never wanted to encroach on someone's game that just is like, I want to play solo.
exactly like
We never
Roblox
wanted to have the
Studio.
moment where you had to pull the switches in tandem. That's never the way we want it to be. Optional co-op start to finish.
Subnautica 2 is completely playable on portable game machines and handheld devices. We have a large team that's dedicated to optimizing performance, and we're taking it extremely seriously. Our development philosophy has always been that the game should be playable anywhere with anybody. I'm playing it every night on my Steam Deck before I go to bed,
This is
and
long.
it's
Yeah,
Full on multiplayer.
like,
I only saw
I'm
3,
not
but I imagine-
I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but seeing 3 would be a really odd number for a
To go with, yeah.
multiplayer.
So I looked it up, and obviously this is just like
Speculation.
an AI overview, I guess,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But it does say from, I guess, whatever this shit's pulling, it says Subnautica 2 supports cooperative multiplayer for up to 4 players total. 1 host, 3 friends, and then it goes into that. I can't say where it grabs that information from, but
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Zergy where like it would be really weird if
Yeah,
a
I
multiplayer
would
game only
agree.
had 3.
I would trust it. I feel like it's unless you're like Apex, that worst game ever created. Like you're gonna be 4-player.
Oh
Dude,
god.
you spend hella money
Apex
on
is a great
fucking
game.
Apex.
Apex, yeah, I spent
Hey.
like hundreds of dollars on it.
Apex had quads for a minute.
Yeah, it did. But it has had like trios fucking since the dawn of time.
I
You
feel
can
like for
have
Apex trios makes sense.
no.
My
It
phone
doesn't. All right,
fell.
sensitive mother. Just kidding.
I like Apex. That's my thing. Where's Revenant? He's down here.
You have a
at the
Revenant Funko?
bottom. In a top loader.
Is that like your main dude?
Yeah,
I mean,
Revenant's his
Revenant.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. He is cool. Oh, Shanks.
You want to know what other one I have on display, Yugen? Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. He's sitting next to Zorro.
this is my other one on display.
Yeah.
But
Chat, by the way, Yugi got that for Zergy because he loves him
yes, and we kissed after.
passionately with tongue.
But no, I do. I'm not surprised that it's 4-player, but if I did get on and it was only 2, it would be lame. But I also think it does seem cool to split us up into teams and see who can get the farthest. That
We
sounds
could
really
do,
true.
we
I
could
think-
do
I
teams
think
in
in-
the same, or do we have to like share up?
Yeah, but I think in a general way, I would go with Bubble, and then Teague and Yugen would be together just for the fact of like knowing each other, I suppose.
Or you 3 go together and I do my own thing, and I'm just gonna constantly be trying to steal and take stuff from you guys.
It was like a dream video in Minecraft.
Oh, like a manhunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys aren't hunting me. You guys are just trying to survive, but you know I'm there, and you're trying to like protect all your
If there's
stuff and not
friendly
let me steal.
fire, you're getting hunted. Like, we don't give a damn about our supplies.
And that's why when you guys go looking for me, I'm gonna take them.
I can't wait for to find out what a Reaper Leviathan does.
I've seen videos.
It takes
Are they the big? I saw one where
a
he like
minute.
caught a little baby and it grew. Is that?
Yeah. But if you like with playing Subnautica, seeing a Reaper Leviathan is, unless you get a pod and you just decide to like go right into the ocean, yeah, it's gonna be a while before you see one. That is, I don't want to say it's end game stuff, but that's pretty far. Unless like in Subnautica 1, unless you go by the ship, then you're seeing normal Leviathans and stuff. But
Well, the Reaper Leviathan is there at the
yeah,
Aurora.
but either way, you got to go over there. If you just stay in the main place and do what the game is telling you to do, which probably Bubble, Yugen, and me didn't do. but either way, if you do what the game is telling you to do, you won't see one for a while.
Wait, it told us what to do?
Yeah, when you first get into the game, it tells you to fix the Yugen. What is it? You take the fixer thing, you fix something or other.
Oh, yeah, you fix
it tells
fucking
you
life
it tells
pod.
you more. Yeah, it tells you more or less how to fix your ship, and then you fix your ship, and then you kind of like. There's a point where it kind of gets like you're not really. It's not telling you how to learn, but the first like very small part of the game is telling you what to do.
I got molested by the exploding puffer fishes as soon as I jumped in.
Yugen, I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because Bubble is so quiet, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure. Like I played Subnautica so much on my 24-hour shift stuff. Oh, I played it on my Switch. I have the most progress in Subnautica on my Switch.
Really?
Yeah, I have the most progress on my Switch because that's the thing that I would bring to my 24-hour duty stuff. So I play Subnautica on my Switch. That I have. That's the most progress I have on there. I'd also play in creative and like role play.
I didn't even know Subnautica had a creative
really
mode.
Yeah, you can go into creative. You can build whatever you want, do whatever you want. Like it's not like Minecraft where you can fly.
Yeah,
but you can build your whole base. You can do whatever you want.
That's pretty cool.
Like you can't even die.
I'm gonna say this though: when we all play, my number one goal is to get a cuttlefish in the aquarium.
All right.
Honestly, my number one goal is to just get far in the game. Because
Subnautica
1, as much as I played a lot of Subnautica 1, I just Subnautica, I never really made it that far. As many hours as I put in the game, like with Ark it's the same feeling I had with Ark. Like I feel like I got a good amount in Ark, but there's a point where like I don't really get that far. And like I feel the same way with Subnautica, because with Ark, has anybody beaten like on their own playing Ark beaten one of the bosses in those?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I've barely made it past the metal phase. Like once I get like the pistol and
exactly,
just like the fucking like pickaxe and axe and all that shit. Like
because you put so many hours in, and you have all these cool dinos, and maybe you're in a different biome. And then you either get griefed by some angry carnivore, or if you're playing online, you get griefed by some asshole. And then you're like, yeah, exactly. And it's I'm done.
Like as you guys know, I played Ark by myself. Like I wouldn't go into the servers. I would go into my own world and just play
that's what I would do. I
would still get to that point that Yugen was talking about, and then stop. And really what it is after you get to that point, I was trying to tame higher dinosaurs, like fucking like T-Rexes and shit. It takes hours to tame them.
It does.
Hours upon hours. I would have a movie playing while I was trying to tame one, and then the fucking dinosaur would get eaten by other dinosaurs while I was trying to tame it. So I would just stop.
Yeah, and that's the hard part of Ark is you have experiences like that. Even early game, like when you first get your first pterodon and you're like, oh, I can finally fly, and it takes this much to tame it. But you keep doing that, and that's where it's like I would put my ego aside and just change the stats of my world. Like I'm not trying to sit here and I'm not going to say this is full truth, but this is Teague's problem. He ain't changing the stats. He's quitting. like I would put it to where my tame time was way lower, so I could actually tame dinos without having to watch a whole movie in between taming a T-Rex. Like I would be like, it might take me more like 45 minutes instead of 2 hours.
Zergo, do you remember how many worlds that we tried to make on Ark, and we would just continuously die, or like our dinosaurs would be, and like you had your fucking Sarcosuchus or whatever, big ass crocodile.
And I feel like there was a point when me and Yugen were doing good, but what really got in our way that we hated so much was when you play multiplayer with someone, it gives you a distance that you can be away from each other.
So dumb.
Yeah,
which
the
makes
multiplayer
no
barrier.
sense. You know how cool it would
Yeah.
be if we could both go to 2 different biomes and do what we want there.
No, because like we would play it all together on the summers, and it's like once we were able to get dinosaurs that could fly, there was like no point. Because if
Yeah.
I started flying and just start dragging you guys, and you guys would get screwed.
Exactly.
Seeing as how we're talking about dinosaurs dying, Yugen, do you want to tell a little story? Do you want to tell us a little story?
No. I was probably. Is this when you all stayed up all night?
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
it happened in the middle of the day. I can't, you're gonna have to probably tell the story if I am saying it right. But basically, we little ad versions of me and Teagley were playing Ark Survival together as brothers do. And we were having a good little fun time until Teagley decides that he's going to try to tame a Triceratops.
I want
Right?
a Triceratops.
Okay, I know
it
that.
was-
Okay, I know.
It
this
was a
story.
high level Triceratops too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like a level 47
It was
or
really
something
high.
like that, right?
Yeah.
And we were only like, we didn't have narcotics. We didn't have fucking like the sleeping darts or whatever.
Yeah.
We
I had the
like we
clubs,
were in
yeah.
the phase where we had the clubs and these fucking hands. That's what we had. And I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was thinking. But the Tigulator decided to run away from the Triceratops into our base. And this Triceratops is actively destroying our entire wooden base, destroying everything. And he's just like, ah! And so, we're beating the fuck out of this dude. I'm beating the fuck out of him. And he finally goes down. But as you do know, if you've played Ark, if you don't use narcotics and if you don't use the little sleeping darts, once you're hitting them, not only does it knock them out, it hurts them too. And so I was just focused, man. I was just focused. I kept on beating the fuck out of him. And Teagley's trying to put, some berries in his inventory, and he dies.
And
A little
he
too hard.
dies. And he dies. He gets killed.
She gets murdered. It's fucking
Murdered.
dinosaur slaughter.
He ruined our
He's
base.
dying like
I'd do it
a heart
again.
attack. You beat him to death.
Yeah, blunt force trauma. He had it coming.
Damn.
Y'all are making me want to play Ark with y'all right now.
No, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, y'all are making me want to hop on Ark.
It is fun.
It's
whenever
such a
it
huge
works.
game, though. It's so many gigabytes.
Bro, it's like
gigantic, yeah.
150. Zergo and I tried playing it like 3 years ago because it was back whenever I lived in Hawaii. And we didn't even make it that far. Like, I don't even think we had it for like an hour. Not 30
Well, yeah,
minutes.
because
have
I
it downloaded
remember
for
us
32
playing
minutes.
it, and I remember us trying and doing the desert realm, where it was way harder, and we were doing
Scorched Earth or whatever.
Yeah, Scorched Earth. And what really was getting to us is, why can't Zergo stay at the base while Yugen goes and looks for a water hole or goes and looks for this? So we
Yeah.
have a plant at the base or doing something else, because it drags me along. I remember us going through settings trying to figure out how to take it off, and there's no way
Yeah.
to take it off.
I think the only way that would be able to take it off is if we joined a public server. But then we have to deal
Yeah.
with all the
Well, that's
shenanigans
what
that
we
go
tried to
through
do
that.
before. I remember trying to make a public server, and I was still on my Xbox. I can make one now.
Yeah.
But you can't make a public server, your own public server, on a console, which is
Oh.
crazy.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were just kind of at a stop loss where it's like, do we keep playing and keep being annoyed, or we just call it a day? And we called it a day.
It's a long time from now. We got a few years, but Arc 2 is planned for a 2028 release.
No, I would love a new Arc to come out, lower gigabytes, just ditch everything that they did, start something
you
new. I would
guys-
definitely
yeah.
play it.
Do you guys remember? I haven't been able to find it, but there was at one point where Arc had on PC like a Hunger Games type of mode. Like, it wasn't like things that people made on their own. It was legitimately a Arc Hunger Games mode where you spawn in, go tame your own dinos, and then come together and fight as the ring closes. Do you guys ever remember seeing anything like that?
I think I
always
saw
wanted to play it.
a trailer or something like that, but it was definitely intriguing whenever I saw it. By the way, on Steam, Ark Survivor is 165.67 gigabytes.
Jesus.
Hey, you want? Speaking of like Ark and stuff, because it's a dinosaur game. Let's talk about this new one that's coming out. It's basically a horror dinosaur game, but it's literally Jurassic Park. And you're going around the park with your buddies, and there's like a bunch of different exhibits you have to go through, and you have like goals and stuff. It's not fully released yet, but one of my favorite YouTubers, Smitty, he played it with like Grizzy and someone else, I believe. But it looked really interesting. So like when I have a PC again, if it's out like fully, I would be so down to play it.
Drop the
That
name
sounds
plan.
cool.
I don't know the name.
Seen one that says Fallen World. I'm going to read the top 10, and you tell me if any of them sound familiar. We have Code Violet,
No,
Kyoryu,
no.
Death Ground.
Yep.
I'm kind of trying to get an idea of Reanimal.
On like when we would be able to play that.
When we would be able to.
That's one of the games I'm downloading. It's on Game Pass.
Hey! I know we're not streaming, but chat. Let's ban this because he loves to interrupt the damn motherfucker.
You don't give a.
Diggly put him in jail.
So for Reanimal, honestly, like I was talking to my friend about this, like how I can't play without you right now.
I don't know how to get him. I don't know how I get him back. I put him in a waiting room. I don't know how to get him back.
Oh, you idiot! Oh, you idiot!
I don't know.
Ask the AI companion. Ask the AI companion.
You ask it.
I'll ask.
I don't know how to find it.
Oh, he has to come.
I have to request access to you.
I don't know where the waiting room is.
Okay, I can ask it. I'm asking it. How to get a person out of the weight room. Not much has happened since AI companion was turned on. Try again in a few minutes. Dig, you should know what to do before this happens.
It says you got to open the participants pane, head over to the person's name, and select admit to let them in, or simply just wait for them to leave on their own.
I don't see his name.
I only wanted it to be like 1 second. I was gonna bring him back immediately. Is he rejoining?
Like,
I hope I didn't hurt his feelings.
No, you.
No, I said he's calling his wife.
But I really want to play the game because I'm a Little Nightmares fanatic, and this is
absolutely,
even though it's called this is Little Nightmares.
Yeah,
and it's by the same creators of 1 and 2. It's gonna be goated.
No, you've converted me.
Yeah, I have played all of them.
Little Nightmares 1 and 2 and 3.
There's a
third. You played 3. Well, there you go.
There was a third.
Well, you don't gotta play it
because I played one.
Yeah,
I played one.
It's not made by the same studio. I fuck with the first game's DLC.
You played 2.
Yeah, I played 1, and then 1 had DLCs. No.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I played 1. I played the DLCs, and I played 2.
How'd you like 2?
2 was not as good as 1. Let me remember how it went. Because if I remember correctly, let me look it up before I start talking out my ass.
Whoa, no. Tell us how you're feeling. Why you gotta look it up?
I don't remember it that well. I'm trying to remember exactly which one it is. Oh yeah, I didn't like this one. I played through this one like when I played 1, I was scared. And like I was into the suspense of every single scene that I walked through. And maybe it was just that I already knew what Little Nightmares was, that when I went into the next room or the next scene, it was just like more of the same. Like hide behind this thing before he sees you, run, hide. And it was just like different versions of that for a while.
When you played number 2, did you already like know how it ended and what the story consisted of?
No, I don't know if I finished it. I don't know if I finished 2.
Obviously not. Listen, number 1 is my favorite for nostalgic reasons. Number 2's storyline and character building and how the game is built is way better.
Yeah, I must not finish
Little Nightmares 1 is completely nostalgic for me. I played that game a hot minute ago. Number 2 is peak. It is so good. I wish it was multiplayer so Yugen and me could go through it, dude. It would be such a good game if we could go through it together.
Yeah.
But no, Little Nightmares 2 is definitely my favorite in general out of the franchise. Little Nightmares 1 just has a special place in my heart.
I got into
because when Little Nightmares 2 came out, I was astounded. I was like, when I finished the first game, I was like, all right, well, that's it. Like the only other thing for Little Nightmares at the time was that mobile game. I don't know if you know about that, Yugen.
I do.
They had that mobile game, and I played that, and it was good. It was whatever. But I was like, that's it. That's all there's gonna be for the franchise. And now they got 2, 3, and Reanimal. 3 was so bad. The only thing that made 3 good is that we played it together. Like that's the only thing that made that game good. It was
for
like,
me. I got into the series significantly later than Zergy did. Like, I mean, you were one of the main factors why I got into it, because like you would play it whenever we would be at mom's and everything. But I watched someone play the first game and the second game like back to back, so I was already with like the hype train of all this shit. And then I saw like the ending for the second game, and I was just like, this is peak. This is peak. I would say it's heat, but it's cold at the peak, man.
I must have gotten. I must have been in the mindset that I'm talking to you guys about how I felt about it, and I just quit because of that.
And that's fine, because to be fair, it's not for everybody. But for me, like, I like the vibe of Little Nightmares is exquisite.
Oh, I played it in my truck. I played it when I was trucking.
It honestly seems like if I was to be a trucker, that is a good game to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're having nightmares about a red sun and different figures and music.
A nightmare. So I was at this truck stop somewhere on I-80. I don't remember, maybe in Idaho, Iowa. I don't know. But I was parked there and
really
I went
scary.
to sleep. And so I was dreaming that I was watching TikToks. I was just swiping through, and then I see this like video of this kid getting jumped by a bunch of other kids, and then his dad is like, "Hey, stop it!" And like all the other dads start jumping him, and then I swipe again. It's this dude sitting in like this like area, and a guy is like, think the most terrible thoughts, or think of like your worst or something, and then it switches to that ominous music where it's like, the scene is a complete red sky with a silhouette of a black mountainous background, and in between the mountainous background and the background, there's these like this like Pinocchio girl figure, like just like standing there, and these like 4 figures behind them, and just this ominous music blasting, and then I wake up. I didn't sleep that night. So and my grandma has pictures in her house that resemble that dream perfectly.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Is I was gonna give 2 points to his dream. His first point is he's explained that dream to me a couple of times, and he explained it to you. Every time he's explained it's exactly the same. Like this, it's in his brain, man. And secondly, he explained it to me, and then because I can't remember the first time you explained it to me, but it was before we were at grandma's, and he was saying like there are pictures at her house that are exactly the same as the dream I had, and then I got there and he was pointing them out to me, and I'm like, oh my God. Like it was spooky. Like right now explaining it to you isn't too crazy. Oh, we won't explain it to, team meeting, but we were going through some shit at the time.
Oh yeah.
but
that's right.
But it was really weird because he explained this dream to me and he showed me the pictures, and exactly how I imagined it is how these pictures look. He's like, nah, it looks exactly like that. And I'm like, and he explained, he's like, maybe this is when we were doing what we were doing, but he was like, maybe the truck stop was haunted or something was going on there. Somebody died. And like for real though, like I have never had a dream where loud, ominous music starts playing like that.
That's what made it the most terrifying. Man, I woke up, I turned the lights on in my truck, and I was up for the next like few hours at least.
Yeah. I would be.
That's crazy.
Because I'll have like a scary dream and I'll wake up and I'll kind of just like run to my keyboard and turn on How to Train Your Dragon and lay back in bed and just stay awake for a couple like 20 minutes. But like having a dream like that, I probably wouldn't go back to sleep. I'd probably get ready for work. I'm not going back to sleep.
It's crazy when you wake up and you're just like chills, and then you think about it, it just continues giving you chills. It's terrifying.
I was going to bring up like kind of to make it full circle from what we started the episode with, but shout out to this one YouTube shorter guy that I saw it from, Jacob Weeby. but allegedly, Steam Decks in all models are officially out of stock.
All right, wait. Now do the dance, but pretend you're in slow motion.
In the United States,
What?
almost exclusively because of the shortage of RAM.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like even whenever I got mine, all of the LED models were already sold out. I have the OLED one, but all of them are gone, and we don't know when they're going to be able to come back in stock just because of the whole RAM situation. Yeah, Steam Deck. You know what? Since you're here, Teagley, we're actually going to show you the power up animation that I chose. You can choose a whole bunch. I even have one for like The Last of Us. All right, hold on. It's going to take a little second, but
Steam Deck startup is.
I can see myself.
Come on, maybe I know you can do it.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, because I just shut it off.
What is on your monitor? Whoa! Let's lock in. What is on your monitor?
What is up there?
What is?
It's the guy that I was talking about, where I was trying to give credit for where I got the information from. It's this guy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at something freaky. But my question again, because I didn't get to ask it. Are you able to like stream your Stream Deck or Steam Deck to a monitor and then play off of the monitor?
Yes, you can. However, you need to buy a separate component, which is basically
like
just
an adapter.
Yeah, it's basically like what the fucking Switch is, like a Steam Dock. That's what it is. It's a Steam Dock.
That's actually really cool, though.
Yeah, so it's like $80, I think.
That's still really cool. You can get the Steam Deck and then basically have a PC.
You can technically use this outside of like the Steam OS. Like this is like a mini computer, more or less. Like you can just like get out of it, and then like you can download browsers. You can like search the web. Like you can do whatever you want. It's just it's in the Steam OS right now.
Of storage?
This one does, yes. So there's three main models. There's the LED model, which is like 560 gigabytes. This is the OLED model. This one has 560 gigabytes, and then there's the OLED with a terabyte, which is like the big boy one, which is like $600, $700.
Yugen, I think about it sometimes. Like, do you ever think about back when you were like playing on your like old gen console, and now you have like a PC setup, a Steam Deck, a PS5?
Well, I think about it all the time, low key, because like I'm only going to count really just like my PS4, because that's like the first console that was like mine. Because obviously, like we had Xbox 360s, we had the Wii. I mean, other than like our DSs, I guess, which I still have.
Me too.
I got my 3DS XL, and I got my OG DS. Got this bad boy.
Dang, I wish I still had mine. I do not.
Yeah. And then
Switch.
This one, Shadow. Oh, also, I guess we can talk about this later. But there's a new game coming out for Nintendo that I'm bricks over. It's the sequel to Tomodachi Life.
I was playing your DS when I lived with Mom.
What games do I have?
What's that one?
That's
Dude,
mine.
y'all remember that?
That's mine.
That ain't yours. That's not
yes,
yours.
it is. You want to know why that's mine? You want to know why that's mine? Okay, so in Alaska, right? The playground right next to our house, we found that pink. We found that pink DS, and it had Call of Duty in it, and I stole it. I want to know. Let me ask the question: out of your whole life, what was y'all's OG console? The first or console or gaming thing? What was the first thing that you played on? That you really played on?
Dad's PSP.
Okay.
That was the first one that I actually sat down and put hours into.
Okay.
Was his PSP.
Either my OG DS or the Wii. Either one. I started playing them around like the same time. I guess like the Wii beforehand, but like the DS was like my first actual.
I'm not sounding like a pick me type thing, but mine's the Leapfrog. Y'all remember the Leapfrog?
I remember, yeah.
Mom got me a Leapfrog. It was only learning games. Like it was fun, but it was partly learning. But my mom got me a Leapfrog, so I had Star Wars games on it. And I put so much time into that. I
That's right.
love the Leapfrog.
I feel
that
like
was
that,
before
I
my
remember that
Xbox
for you.
360. Yeah. Because my actual OG console is the Xbox 360, playing like Borderlands 2 and stuff. And that's where I go back to thinking like, it's crazy that I had an Xbox 360 with a TV that is smaller than my monitor that I was playing Borderlands 2 on. And now I have a dual setup with an ultra wide with a PC and an expensive ass keyboard, expensive ass mouse. I have a Switch, a PS4, an Xbox One. And I'm like, it's crazy because I remember, being younger, and Fish and me used to play like FNAF games on that old PC we had at mom's house in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we used to play FNAF games on there, Five Nights at Freddy's. And like, it was so hard. It took forever to download them. It was like, I remember the first time I ever played a FNAF game when Roblox wasn't super new. And people used to bring games that weren't Roblox games and they could download them into Roblox. So we were playing real Five Nights at Freddy's on Roblox because someone just downloaded the game onto it. And we used to have the tree right next to the PC because the PC was in the corner. The tree was there on that side of the house. And I remember playing it. And this is why Bonnie's my favorite, because I was sitting there as a kid with Bryce playing it, or Fish playing it. And Bonnie jump scares me and I fall back into the tree with the chair, and I fall back into it. And, mom gets mad and all that. But that I think about it sometimes. Like, Roblox is old, man. Like I've been playing Roblox since I lived in New York.
Yeah.
Which is
Roblox
crazy.
Is
because now Roblox has crazy games that hundreds of thousands of people play. And at that time, it was nothing like that.
No, I played a lot. I played hours and hours of Roblox on that PC.
Yeah, that old PC. Like, I remember being in Arizona and trying to get it to work again because I wanted to have a PC so bad. And like, I hooked it up to I had like one of their laptops that I was trying to hook it up to. And it kept telling me to restart it and refresh it and do all this and all that. I used to want a PC so bad. And now it's crazy that I have this, $1,400 PC with these crazy monitors. And it's crazy the difference. And now I can play any game I want.
I got two things to say. One, mad respect, Gangi. Bonnie's my favorite too. That's some real shit.
Yeah.
Two, Roblox turns 20 years old this year. It started on September 1st, 2006 was the official public release date.
Which is crazy. I'm only a year older than Roblox. It's crazy.
Like, this was competing back with like Club Penguin.
No, because like Roblox really was generational. Like I remember so much with Fish. Like that was the main person that I played with on Roblox. Because I remember it wasn't even Roblox. There was this FNAF game where you had, I bet I could talk about it with Fish and he'd know exactly what I'm talking about. And I wish that he would be in the meetings. It was all the characters of FNAF, and it was like an open world game. And we begged mom to buy us the full version, and she didn't. She didn't want to buy us it. So we just played the demo for hours, me and Fish. We sat there at the PC playing it for hours. That PC was a freaking house whore. Everybody wanted it. Like,
I remember sitting on that PC playing Roblox when mom and pops were looking at my report card and found out that I had like 2 Fs.
Oh yeah, I remember that because I was sitting at it and you were arguing back and forth. And no, that PC was amazing though. That was one of the best things.
It was good, man. That was a good little period for nostalgic gaming. I'm talking, that was Black Ops 2. That was Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
that was all these OG
which
nostalgic games.
I associate my life now where it's like I've put in thousands of hours consecutive in all the games I've played. And I remember when Teague would have to be like, hey, come play Black Ops with us. Like, play zombies. Because I didn't really game at the time. I was like, oh, no, I don't want to. And of course we played it together. But now it's crazy considering like I have 500 plus hours in Elden Ring, almost 2K in Destiny, all these different games that I have hours in Genshin, 200, like all these games. And back in the day, like, especially before I discovered Borderlands, I wasn't putting hours into much. I want to find it every day. Like it was an alien
I know what
game.
you're about to bring up. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it. It
I
was an
do.
alien game. It had the vibe of like I can't even remember. It was an alien game. I can't even remember the name of it, where you were like you killed different aliens, and it was very story based. And it was the first game. I remember talking to Dad, and I remember talking to him, and I was like, "Hey, I completed the game," and I was like, "It's my first game," and he's like, "I've completed a lot of games, blah blah blah," and it was the first game I ever beat. And then I discovered Borderlands on Xbox Gold for the 360, where you only got 3 games a month instead of this 200 plus. You only got 3 games a month. And that's where I found Borderlands 2. You remember Marcus, Teague?
Yeah, the dude that you used to sleep in the same bed with.
Yep. That was the night that happened, because we wanted to have a sleepover, and I just played Borderlands 2 all night, and he fell asleep in my bed. and that was one of the very first games that I really committed to, and now I still play it to this day. And it's crazy that's where it all started, was like Black Ops 2 and Borderlands 2, all these incredibly old games. And now, honestly, the gaming world itself right now is so dull compared to back then. I think it's because we were also kids, but it's just a lot different.
Nostalgia picks up a lot of how we feel about our memories. What were you going to say, Yugen?
I was just going to basically just add on what like Zergy said. Like for me, like I remember how monumental it was for me to pick up my PS4 back whenever I was like 14, because like it was a big milestone for me. Like I was grinding, I was working, like I was saving up money, doing chores around the house, babysitting my siblings or whatever.
Oh, paper route. Because
I worked for my PlayStation too.
$30
I've
never got a console
until I saved up for my PlayStation. I haven't.
No, he was on that grind. Teague, he was doing paper out forever, and like he's never had anybody pay for a console for him.
Anyways, yeah, like we got it confirmed, and I picked up the PS4 Slim, and like the first thing I did was take a picture of it and send it to Teagley. I'm like, holy shit, bro, like I got a PS4. And he's just like, no way, adding me right now. My account is Paradiddle1247. I was just like, all right,
0421, baby.
Like I love that PS4 to death. Like it got me into so many games that I care about right now. Like I mean, like we played Human Fall Flat together, like before, like that was like our big thing. Even like whenever the first Spider-Man game came out, like the 2018 one, like I was shitting bricks for that one. And then I got into God of War, and then I was just always like, man, like I can't wait to have like a PC and like be like having all this stuff or whatever. And now I look back on it, and bro, my gaming selection in my library is fucking wild. I have a PC, I have a PS5. If you want to count the DSs, sure, that's 4 right there.
Yeah. Let's
wait.
Pause for a minute. I want you to start over. Let's go around the table on every console we have.
PC, PS5, DS, 3D XL, Oculus Quest version 3, Steam Deck, Switch OLED. I think that's it.
Oh
you have 2 different Oculuses?
Well, the first one I left at my parents' house, but like the first one I got was the first gen Oculus.
Okay, so we'll start with it. Obviously, I have my PC, I have a PS4, I have an Xbox One S, I have my Switch, brought to you by Yugen. I have my Oculus. I think that's all. I have 5. Yeah. PS4, Xbox One S, PC, Switch, Oculus.
I have my
you actually PlayStation, have a lot, Teague.
Which I still play to this day. I just did my stream on this PlayStation. I bought this when I was like 12 or 13. Yeah, I'm 23, turning 24 this year, and I'm still rocking.
Yeah, that shit is so old. It's not even the Slim. That's the OG PS4.
It's the OG. I have my Nintendo DS. I have my PC. I have my Switch. I have my PlayStation 1. I have my GameCube.
Brought to you by Zergo.
The Zergulator. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Right?
I win. All right, guys. That is the wrap of it for episode 5. I just want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank everyone for being here on this podcast. Of course, our beautiful host, the Teagulator, good old Teagley. We got Zergo, and of course, we got Yugen, myself. And special Shout out and thanks for Bubbles for having a temporary visit for today's episode. This has been episode 5, and this is the meeting officially adjourned.